Hello, thank you so much for having me as part of this leadership forum on global peace. I am honored to be amongst, there's so many of you on this panel today that is incredible. And I can vouch for Dr. Teresa's Peace Ambassador program because when we were in India, we all did that together. And I'm so grateful for that and the focus on peace. Today, I want to share a statistic, and it is about Forbes magazine obviously do lots of studies all about business, but they say that 49% of leadership comes from the CEO. And that type of leadership is amazing. If you think almost 50% of what you do as a leader with your team, with your community, is a reflection on you. That's huge. There was a podcast I was listening to the other day, and it was about the smile factor. And I was like, oh my gosh, what is this guy talking about? He was a multi seven-figure business owner. And he was on a podcast all about entrepreneurs and business leaders talking about the smile factor. And he said before he went into any room, he smiled. He took a moment, he paused, and he smiled. And he said by doing that, it made him a lot more peaceful, a lot more calm. And that way, then when he goes into anything with his team, his leadership, that it's automatically more calm, more peaceful, and everybody's more happy because they're smiling. And he shared a story about one of his clients that would come in every single day and just order a coffee from his company. And the client came in for the smile factor. At the time, they didn't know it, and the staff member was like, oh my gosh, every day this person comes in, they're so grumpy. I smile, I welcome them, I say thank you, and I don't get anything positive in response. But the main factor, the takeaway from that was actually about a year or so later, that gentleman came back into the company, into the business, and said, thank you for smiling at me every single day. Because I was going through such a tough chapter in my life. It gives me chills. I was going through such a tough chapter in my life. I'd lost my wife. My business was going pear-shaped because obviously he couldn't focus. And he was going through a really tough time. So he made a point of going and buying a copy from that business every single day so he could have a smile. That person uplifted him, gave him peace because he didn't have it himself. So be aware of your actions. Be aware of how you show up for your team. Be aware of how you show up into a room. What do you bring? Are you in a huge frenzy because you've been rushing around? Or have you made that time to just pause? Just calm down for a minute. Take those deep breaths. Have that gratitude. What are 3 things you're thankful for? Smile. And then enter. Enter that business meeting. Enter your home. Enter the next team meeting that you've got, whether it's online or whether it's in person. How you show up is huge. And that shows the statistic that Forbes is talking about, that 49% of how people view a business is from the CEO. From that leadership role. What do the leaders do? Because that trickles down through so many other aspects. If you look at parenting and leadership in that, how are the children? If you're looking at leadership in a team, what does that look like? I don't know if any of you have watched a new F1 movie. It's very current at the moment, but you look at the leadership. The next people are always willing to come through. So it's so easy to get complacent in leadership, but really by showing up in peace, showing up positively, showing up with that smile and encouraging others, and showing up at the best person of your and version of yourself, you're able to spread that love, spread that peace. No matter where you go, you're adding value. You're creating that peace. You're creating that calm. And you're empowering other people to also be calm and peaceful because you're spreading that around. Have a great day. Thank you so much for your time. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Thank you. Bye.